Sometimes in the hustle and bustle of life, we believe that we need to say so much, to think endlessly, to justify, and to analyze every situation. But I want to share with you something incredibly simple yet profoundly powerful. Just say these two words and keep quiet. Thank you, these two words. When spoken with sincerity, hold within them the power to transform your life. You see, thank you is more than just a polite response or a casual remark. It is a declaration of acceptance, a statement of trust, and an invitation for more good to come into your life. When you say thank you, you are acknowledging the blessings that already exist. No matter how small they may seem, it is a way of telling the universe, I am open to receive more, and I am grateful for all that I have. This shift in focus from lack to abundance begins to change everything around you. We often complicate life by overthinking, trying to find the perfect words or solutions. But what if you could let go of the need to say more, to do more, or to figure it all out? What if you could simply say thank you and let that be enough? In the stillness that follows, you open the door to wisdom that goes beyond words, and you allow life to work its magic. When faced with challenges, it may seem strange to say thank you, but I invite you to try it, even in those moments. Say thank you for the lesson, for the growth, for the opportunity to strengthen your spirit. Trust that there is a reason, even if you cannot see it right now. Keep quiet. Let the power of those words settle into your being and bring a sense of peace. Gratitude is a practice that shapes our reality. It turns what we have into enough and more. When we approach life with an attitude of gratitude, we no longer feel the need to control everything. We begin to flow with life rather than resist it. And it is in this flow that true miracles happen. So I encourage you to embrace this simple practice. Just say thank you and keep quiet. Do it daily, do it often, and watch as your world begins to change. Remember, you don't need to explain why you are grateful. You don't need to justify your feelings. All you need to do is affirm thank you, and let that be the seed from which new blessings grow. Every word we speak carries a vibration, a frequency that resonates throughout our being and extends into the world around us. Words are not just sounds, they are expressions of our beliefs, emotions, and intentions. Each time we speak, we are casting a spell, sending out energy that shapes our experience of life. Our words have the power to create or to destroy, to heal or to harm, to lift us up or to hold us back. The beauty lies in our ability to choose the words we speak. We may not realize it, but the language we use is a reflection of the patterns we hold within our minds. When we habitually use words filled with doubt, fear, or negativity, we reinforce those very feelings in our consciousness. It becomes easy to stay stuck in a cycle of limitation, where our own words bind us to the very conditions we wish to change. Yet with this awareness comes the opportunity for transformation. Imagine if, instead of criticizing ourselves, we spoke words of kindness and encouragement. If we replaced I can't with I am capable, or this is too hard with I am learning and growing. Such simple shifts in language may seem trivial, but they carry profound effects. As we begin to consciously choose words that reflect our highest vision of ourselves, we set in motion a process of change that reaches deep into the core of our being. Our subconscious mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It responds to the words and images we feed it. So when we say I am healthy, I am loved, or I am abundant, our subconscious accepts these statements as truth and seeks to align our reality accordingly. It is as though our words become the paintbrush, and the life we create is the masterpiece that unfolds before us. There is a sacredness in speaking words of truth and empowerment. It is not about denying our struggles or pretending that everything is perfect, but rather about choosing to speak life into our dreams, to affirm our strength even in moments of doubt, and to recognize the divine power that lies within us. By doing so, we change not only our mindset, but also the very fabric of our reality. We are all creators, shaping our lives through the words we speak. Each day offers a new opportunity to choose words that uplift, heal, and inspire us. It is a conscious practice, an act of love toward ourselves and the world. When we speak words of positivity, we are planting seeds of possibility, setting the stage for a life that reflects our truest desires. This expansion maintains the style of conveying profound insights about the power of words while emphasizing choice and consciousness in shaping one's life. In the journey of life, our thoughts often travel at a relentless pace, weaving stories of doubt, worry, or limitation. It is easy to feel overwhelmed, as though the mind has a life of its own, beyond our control. But the truth is, we possess a powerful tool that can gently guide our thoughts back to a place of peace and possibility: the power of affirmations. These are simple, positive statements that act as bridges from where we are to where we want to be. An affirmation is not just a string of hopeful words, it is a declaration of intention, a commitment to see beyond our current circumstances and believe in a higher truth. When we use affirmations, we are deliberately choosing thoughts that nourish and support us. We are reminding ourselves of our own inner power, one that is capable of healing, growing, and transforming in ways we might not yet understand. In this way, affirmations become more than just words. They become a daily practice of turning our focus toward the light. The beauty of affirmations lies in their simplicity. We do not need complicated rituals or elaborate phrases to create change in our lives. A few words spoken with sincerity can be enough to begin shifting the patterns of the mind. Consider the affirmation, "I am worthy of love," at first. It may feel uncomfortable or even untrue if we have carried a sense of unworthiness for many years, but as we continue to repeat it day by day, something begins to shift within us. The old beliefs start to lose their hold, and a new sense of self begins to emerge. It is important to recognize that affirmations are not about denying reality or avoiding life's challenges. Instead, they are tools for directing the mind toward a higher perspective, one where solutions, growth, and healing are possible. When we affirm, "I am strong," we are not pretending that we never feel weak or afraid. Rather, we are choosing to focus on our strength, to cultivate it, and to draw upon it when we need it most. Each time we repeat an affirmation, we are reinforcing a new way of thinking, one that serves our highest good. The power of affirmations lies not only in the words themselves, but in the repetition. The mind is a creature of habit, shaped by the thoughts we think over and over again. When we introduce new affirmations into our daily routine, we are essentially rewiring our thought patterns. It may take time, just as it takes time to learn any new skill, but with patience and consistency, the transformation unfolds. The more we affirm our worth, our health, our abundance, the more natural it becomes to think in those terms, and gradually our outer world begins to reflect these inner changes. Affirmations remind us that we have the power to choose our thoughts, to shape our beliefs, and to direct the course of our lives. They are simple yet profound tools that bring us back to the truth of who we are. Limitless beings with the ability to create and manifest our desires. By embracing affirmations, we are not just speaking words, we are activating the power within to transform our mindset and, in turn, our reality. This expansion conveys the significance of affirmations as a transformative practice, emphasizing the simplicity and consistency needed to reshape one's mindset in a style reminiscent of the requested approach. Repetition is a powerful force in shaping the mind. It is through repetition that our habits are formed, our beliefs solidified, and our realities created. The mind is much like a garden, and the thoughts we repeatedly nurture are the seeds that will eventually blossom into the experiences of our lives. When we consciously choose to repeat positive affirmations, we are planting seeds of possibility, growth, and healing, knowing that with time, these seeds will take root and flourish. It is not uncommon for our first attempts at affirmations to feel awkward or even unnatural. This is because the mind has spent years, sometimes decades, cultivating a different narrative, one filled with self-doubt, fear, or limitation. Those old beliefs have been reinforced so many times that they have become automatic, playing on repeat in the background of our consciousness. But just as these limiting thoughts were learned through repetition, so too can empowering beliefs be learned and ingrained within us. When we repeatedly affirm positive beliefs, we begin to create new neural pathways in the brain. These pathways become stronger and more defined with each repetition, gradually replacing the old patterns of thought. It is much like learning a new language or a musical instrument at first. The practice feels difficult and progress may seem slow, Yet, as we continue, we notice the ease with which the new patterns begin to flow. It becomes more natural to think in ways that uplift and support us. It is important to approach this practice with patience and gentleness. Repetition is not about forcing change or willing ourselves to think differently overnight. Instead, it is a gradual process of unfolding, much like the blooming of a flower. Each day, as we repeat our affirmations, we are watering the seeds we have planted. We may not see the results immediately, but we trust that beneath the surface, transformation is taking place. Consistency is the key that unlocks the power of repetition. When we make the decision to repeat positive affirmations daily, whether it is in the morning upon waking, throughout the day, or before sleep, we are signaling to the mind that these new beliefs are important, worthy of attention, and deserving of our focus. The more we repeat them, the deeper they settle into our subconscious, becoming the new foundation upon which we build our lives. Even if the affirmations feel distant from our current reality, it is crucial to keep repeating them. The mind does not initially distinguish between what is true and what is imagined. It simply absorbs the input we give it. Over time, as we affirm, "I am enough, I am abundant," or "I am healing," these statements become our new reality. The old beliefs gradually fade away, replaced by a new sense of self that aligns with our highest vision. Repetition is an act of devotion to our growth, a commitment to our healing, and a demonstration of faith in our ability to create the life we desire. Each time we repeat an affirmation, we are telling ourselves that we are worthy of change, capable of transformation, and deserving of all the good that life has to offer. It is through this simple, consistent practice that we reshape our inner world and ultimately our outer experiences. This expansion emphasizes the transformative power of repetition in affirming positive beliefs, aligning with the requested style by conveying the gradual process of reshaping thoughts and beliefs through consistent practice. In our fast-paced, ever-demanding world, it can be all too easy to get caught in the web of overthinking. We find ourselves spiraling into a vortex of thoughts, analyzing every detail, second-guessing our decisions, and questioning our worth. This incessant need to justify our feelings and actions often stems from a desire for validation, fear of judgment, or the belief that we must always have the right answer. Yet, what if I told you that true freedom lies in the simple act of letting go? When we release the need to overthink, we allow ourselves to step into the flow of life. Overthinking can become a barrier that keeps us stuck in our heads, blocking us from connecting with our hearts and intuition. It creates an internal chatter that drowns out the quiet voice of wisdom within us, leaving us feeling anxious and confused. Instead of moving forward, we often find ourselves paralyzed by the endless cycle of thoughts that question our choices and cloud our judgment. Letting go of this need to justify our actions opens the door to clarity and peace. When we allow ourselves to trust our instincts, we tap into a deeper knowing that guides us toward our highest good. It is about recognizing that we do not need to have everything figured out or perfectly articulated. Life is an unfolding journey, and sometimes the most powerful steps we can take are the ones made in faith rather than in certainty. Consider the profound truth that you are enough, just as you are, without the need for justification. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your choices, your dreams, or your path. Each person's journey is unique, shaped by their experiences, desires, and intuition. Embracing this individuality allows you to honor your truth without needing to seek approval from others. This is an act of self-love and empowerment. Instead of engaging in the mental gymnastics of overthinking, embrace the art of simply being. Allow yourself moments of stillness where you can breathe, feel, and connect with your inner self. When thoughts arise, acknowledge them, but do not let them take control. You can gently redirect your focus to the present moment, to the sensations in your body, or to the beauty of your surroundings. This practice grounds you, helping you detach from the need to constantly justify or explain. In letting go of overthinking, we create space for inspiration and creativity to flow. When our minds are cluttered with doubts and justifications, we shut down the channel through which new ideas and solutions can emerge. Yet, when we allow ourselves to trust and release the need for constant mental analysis, we invite in the spark of inspiration that can guide us toward new opportunities and paths. Embracing this journey of letting go is not always easy, but it is deeply rewarding. It requires practice and self-compassion. Each time you catch yourself spiraling into overthinking, take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself that you are safe, you are whole, and you are worthy of following your intuition without explanation. This is a journey of reclaiming your power, of trusting yourself, and of stepping into a more authentic way of living. This expansion captures the essence of letting go of overthinking and justifying oneself, highlighting the importance of trust, self-acceptance, and living authentically in a style reminiscent of the requested approach. In the vast tapestry of life, there is an unseen force that weaves everything together, guiding us toward our highest good. This force is often referred to as the universe, the divine, or the source. It is an infinite intelligence that knows the intricate details of our journeys, the desires of our hearts, and the paths we are meant to walk. Yet, in our human experience, we can easily forget to trust this universal wisdom, opting instead to cling tightly to our fears, doubts, and the need for control. Trusting the universe is an invitation to surrender, to let go of the need to micromanage every detail of our lives, and to embrace the unfolding journey. It is a deep-seated belief that everything is happening for a reason, and that every experience, whether perceived as good or bad, is an opportunity for growth and learning. When we trust in this divine flow, we allow ourselves to become co-creators with the universe, opening our hearts and minds to the possibilities that lie ahead. Consider the beauty of a river flowing effortlessly toward the ocean. It does not struggle against the current, it moves with grace and ease, trusting that it will reach its destination. Similarly, when we trust the universe, we let go of the struggle. Releasing the tight grip we often have on our plans and expectations, we learn to navigate life with a sense of ease, understanding that we do not always need to know the how or the when. Instead, we focus on the what we desire and what brings us joy. Trusting the universe also means recognizing that the universe is always conspiring in our favor, even when it may not seem that way. When we face challenges or setbacks, it can be tempting to see these moments as failures. Yet, if we shift our perspective, we can view them as stepping stones on our path to success. Each obstacle holds valuable lessons that prepare us for what lies ahead. Trust invites us to embrace these experiences, knowing that they are not random occurrences but essential parts of our growth. Affirmations can play a vital role in cultivating trust in the universe. Simple statements such as "I trust the process of life" or "I am guided and supported" can serve as reminders of the divine presence that surrounds us. By repeating these affirmations, we reinforce our belief in the universe's ability to provide for our needs and desires. We begin to rewire our minds to see possibilities where we once saw limitations. This journey of trust requires us to be patient and compassionate with ourselves. It is natural to have moments of doubt or fear, but rather than allowing these feelings to take over, we can acknowledge them and gently shift our focus back to trust. Each day presents an opportunity to practice surrender, to release the need for certainty, and to embrace the magic of the unknown. As we cultivate trust in the universe, we also learn to listen to our intuition. This inner voice, often quiet and subtle, guides us toward decisions and actions that align with our true selves. By tuning into this guidance, we begin to recognize the signs and synchronicities that the universe presents us with, affirming that we are indeed on the right path. Trusting the universe is ultimately about embracing faith in ourselves, faith in our dreams, and faith in the greater plan that is unfolding. It is about knowing that we are not alone on this journey and that there is a divine orchestration at play, leading us to the experiences that will enrich our lives and help us grow. This expansion emphasizes the importance of trusting the universe to manifest positive outcomes, encouraging a sense of surrender, faith, and alignment with one's true self in a style aligned with the requested approach. In a world filled with noise, both external and internal, finding moments of silence can feel like a rare gift. Yet within this silence lies a profound opportunity for reflection, healing, and connection to our inner selves. Silence is not merely the absence of sound. It is a sacred space where we can cultivate inner peace, listen to our thoughts, and tap into the wisdom that resides deep within us. When we embrace silence, we create a sanctuary for ourselves, a place where we can step away from the distractions and demands of everyday life. In this space, we allow our minds to quieten, shedding the layers of anxiety and stress that accumulate as we navigate our busy lives. It is in these moments of stillness that we can truly connect with our hearts, accessing feelings and thoughts that often get drowned out by the chaos around us. Silence invites us to listen not only to ourselves but also to the world. When we allow ourselves to pause and simply be, we become more attuned to our environment. We notice the beauty of nature, the laughter of children, or the gentle rustle of leaves in the wind. These small, often overlooked details come alive in the quiet, reminding us of the richness of our existence. Silence encourages us to appreciate the present moment, grounding us in the here and now. In a culture that often equates busyness with productivity, we may feel guilty for seeking silence. However, it is essential to understand that true productivity comes from a place of clarity and peace. When we allow ourselves to retreat into silence, we provide our minds with the space to breathe, to reflect, and to regroup. It is in this stillness that creativity flourishes, insights emerge, and new ideas begin to take shape. Moreover, silence fosters a deeper connection with our intuition. As we quiet the mind, we open ourselves to the gentle nudges of our inner wisdom, that part of us that knows what is right and true. This intuitive voice often gets overshadowed by the noise of overthinking and self-doubt. When we create space for silence, we cultivate trust in our instincts, empowering us to make decisions that align with our authentic selves. Meditation is a beautiful practice that exemplifies the benefits of silence. In meditation, we consciously set aside time to enter into a state of quietude, allowing thoughts to come and go without attachment. This practice trains the mind to settle and find stillness, creating a sanctuary within ourselves. Over time, we can carry this sense of calm into our daily lives, responding to challenges with grace and clarity rather than reactionary emotion. The act of engaging in silence can also serve as a powerful tool for self-reflection. In moments of quiet, we can examine our thoughts and feelings without judgment. We can explore our dreams, fears, and desires, gaining insights into what truly matters to us. This practice of self-inquiry helps us to align our actions with our values and intentions, leading to a more fulfilled and authentic life. Additionally, silence enhances our ability to connect with others. When we allow moments of silence in conversations, we create space for deeper understanding and empathy. Listening becomes an act of love as we fully engage with what another person is expressing, without the urge to fill the gaps with our own words. This mindful presence fosters stronger relationships and encourages a sense of connection that transcends superficial exchanges. Embracing silence does not mean withdrawing from life. Rather, it is an invitation to step into a more profound engagement with ourselves and the world around us. By nurturing silence, we create a sanctuary for inner peace, where healing can occur, creativity can blossom, and our true selves can emerge. It is in this space of quietude that we can hear the whispers of our hearts and connect with the universal wisdom that guides us on our journey. This expansion emphasizes the transformative power of silence in nurturing inner peace, highlighting its role in self-discovery, creativity, and connection in a style that resonates with the requested approach. Self-love is the cornerstone of a fulfilling and vibrant life. It is the deep-seated recognition that we are worthy of love, joy, and all the good that life has to offer. Yet, in a world that often encourages us to strive for perfection and external validation, the journey to self-love can feel daunting. Many of us have internalized the belief that we must earn love through our achievements, appearances, or the approval of others. However, true self-love is an unconditional acceptance of ourselves as we are, imperfections and all. At its essence, self-love is about honoring our own needs, desires, and feelings. It begins with the simple act of being kind to ourselves, treating ourselves with the same compassion and understanding that we would extend to a dear friend. This can be as straightforward as speaking gently to ourselves when we make mistakes or prioritizing our well-being without guilt. Self-love invites us to nurture our inner dialogue, transforming the critical voice into one of encouragement and support. When we cultivate self-love, we create a strong foundation from which positive change can arise. It is through this lens of love that we can begin to view ourselves not as flawed beings seeking perfection, but as dynamic individuals on a unique journey of growth. Each challenge we face becomes an opportunity for learning and evolution rather than a reason for self-criticism. In this way, self-love empowers us to embrace our journey with openness and curiosity. Self-love also involves setting healthy boundaries. It is an acknowledgement that we have the right to prioritize our needs and protect our energy. When we love ourselves, we become attuned to what serves our highest good and what drains our spirit. We learn to say no to situations, relationships, or commitments that do not honor our worth. By establishing these boundaries, we create space for the relationships and experiences that truly nourish us. As we embrace self-love, we also open ourselves to healing. Many of us carry wounds from past experiences, whether from relationships, societal expectations, or our own judgments. Self-love allows us to acknowledge these wounds without shame. Instead of burying our feelings, we can face them with tenderness, understanding that healing is a process that requires patience and self-compassion. By giving ourselves permission to feel and process our emotions, we create the conditions necessary for profound transformation. Affirmations play a vital role in nurturing self-love. By regularly affirming statements such as "I am deserving of love" or "I honor my needs," we begin to rewire our beliefs about ourselves. These affirmations serve as reminders of our inherent worth and beauty, reinforcing the idea that self-love is not only acceptable but essential. As we repeat these affirmations, we sow the seeds of self-acceptance and empowerment within us. Embracing self-love also invites us to celebrate our uniqueness. Each of us possesses gifts, talents, and qualities that contribute to the rich tapestry of humanity. When we practice self-love, we recognize and appreciate our individuality rather than comparing ourselves to others. We come to understand that our differences are what make us special, and we can embrace our authenticity with pride. In moments of self-doubt or struggle, it is crucial to remember that self-love is not a destination but a journey. It is an ongoing practice that requires dedication and commitment. We may experience setbacks, but that does not diminish our worth. Instead of being harsh with ourselves during difficult times, we can approach ourselves with kindness and gentleness, affirming that we are still deserving of love and care. Ultimately, embracing self-love allows us to live more fully and authentically. When we operate from a place of self-love, we are more likely to pursue our passions, build meaningful connections, and express ourselves freely. This journey transforms not only how we see ourselves, but how we interact with the world. Self-love is a gift we give ourselves that ripples outward, creating a positive impact on our lives and the lives of those around us. This expansion emphasizes the significance of self-love as a foundation for positive change, highlighting its role in personal growth, healing, and authentic living in a style aligned with the requested approach. Emotions are the language of the soul, the vital expressions of our inner world. Each feeling we experience, whether joy, sadness, anger, or fear, serves as a guidepost along our journey. In a society that often encourages us to suppress or ignore our emotions, it is essential to recognize that honoring our feelings is a powerful act of self-love and healing. When we acknowledge our emotions, we create a pathway for understanding ourselves more deeply and for fostering a greater sense of well-being. Each emotion carries its own message, and by listening to these messages, we can gain valuable insights into our needs and desires. For instance, sadness may arise when we are experiencing loss or disappointment, inviting us to reflect on what is truly important to us. Anger can signal boundaries being crossed or injustice needing to be addressed, urging us to stand up for ourselves and our values. Fear often surfaces when we are faced with uncertainty or change, encouraging us to explore what is at stake and how we can protect ourselves. By taking the time to sit with our feelings and understand their origins, we empower ourselves to respond to them with compassion rather than judgment. Honoring our emotions does not mean being overwhelmed by them or allowing them to dictate our actions. Instead, it is about creating a safe space where we can express our feelings without fear of criticism or shame. This can involve journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or simply sitting in stillness and allowing ourselves to feel whatever arises. When we give ourselves permission to experience our emotions fully, we release the pressure to conform to societal expectations and, in turn, invite healing and growth. It is important to remember that emotions are not static, they ebb and flow like the tides, just as we experience moments of happiness and elation. We will also encounter feelings of grief or anxiety. This natural rhythm of emotions is a testament to our humanity. By recognizing that it is okay to feel a range of emotions, we cultivate resilience and strength. We learn to ride the waves of our feelings rather than resisting them, which ultimately allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace. In honoring our emotions, we also create a deeper connection with ourselves. Many of us have been conditioned to prioritize rationality over emotional expression, often dismissing our feelings as unimportant or irrational. However, emotions are an integral part of who we are. They inform our decisions, influence our relationships, and shape our experiences. By embracing our emotional landscape, we can live more authentically, aligning our actions with our true selves. Affirmations can serve as powerful tools in this journey of emotional acknowledgement. Phrases such as "I honor my feelings" or "it is safe for me to express my emotions" can help reinforce the importance of emotional expression in our lives. These affirmations remind us that our feelings are valid and deserving of attention. By integrating these affirmations into our daily practices, we can shift our mindset, allowing ourselves to approach our emotions with curiosity and openness. Moreover, recognizing and honoring our emotions can significantly enhance our relationships. When we are in touch with our feelings, we are better equipped to communicate our needs and boundaries to others. This honesty fosters connection and understanding, allowing us to engage with others more meaningfully. By modeling emotional transparency, we also encourage those around us to embrace their feelings, creating a culture of openness and vulnerability. The practice of honoring our emotions is also deeply connected to the concept of self-compassion. When we experience difficult feelings, it is easy to fall into patterns of self-criticism or blame. Instead, we can choose to approach ourselves with kindness, reminding ourselves that it is okay to feel whatever we are feeling. Self-compassion allows us to sit with our emotions without the added weight of judgment, creating a nurturing space where healing can take place. In essence, acknowledging and honoring our emotions is a vital step toward living a fulfilling and authentic life. It is a commitment to ourselves to embrace our humanity and the full spectrum of feelings that come with it. By allowing ourselves to feel deeply, we cultivate a richer, more nuanced understanding of our experiences, which ultimately leads to greater peace, joy, and connection. This expansion highlights the importance of acknowledging and honoring emotions, emphasizing their role in self-discovery, relationships, and healing in a style that resonates with the requested approach. Forgiveness is one of the most transformative acts we can undertake in our lives. It is a profound process that liberates us from the shackles of resentment and bitterness, allowing us to reclaim our peace and power. Yet many of us hold on to grudges, believing that forgiving someone means condoning their actions or letting them off the hook. In truth, forgiveness is not about the other person. It is a gift we give to ourselves, a way to release the heavy burden we carry from past hurts. When we choose to forgive, we open the door to healing. Holding on to anger and resentment can weigh us down, affecting our mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. This unresolved pain can manifest as stress, anxiety, and discontent, creating a cycle that drains our energy and joy. By practicing forgiveness, we begin to let go of these negative emotions, creating space for love, compassion, and understanding to flow into our lives. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or excusing the behavior that hurt us. Rather, it is about acknowledging the pain and choosing to release its hold over us. It is a conscious decision to move forward without the burden of past grievances. This process may require time and self-reflection, but it is essential to recognize that forgiveness is ultimately an act of self-love. We are deserving of a life free from the weight of old wounds. One powerful way to engage in the forgiveness process is through the use of affirmations. By affirming statements such as "I choose to forgive and release the past," or "I free myself from the burden of resentment," We begin to rewire our thoughts about forgiveness. These affirmations serve as reminders that we have the power to transform our emotional landscape, enabling us to take steps toward healing. The act of forgiveness can also extend to ourselves. Many of us carry guilt or shame for our past mistakes or perceived shortcomings. It is essential to remember that we are human, and we are all on a journey of growth and learning. Self-forgiveness allows us to acknowledge our imperfections without letting them define us. By embracing our mistakes as opportunities for growth, we can cultivate a healthier relationship with ourselves, filled with compassion and understanding. As we engage in the practice of forgiveness, it can be helpful to visualize the release of our negative emotions. Imagine these feelings as heavy stones weighing us down. With each breath, visualize letting go of one stone at a time, feeling lighter and freer as you do. This imagery can serve as a powerful reminder that we have the ability to lighten our emotional load and step into a brighter, more liberated future. Forgiveness also creates a ripple effect in our relationships with others. When we practice forgiveness, we model a behavior that encourages understanding and empathy in those around us. It opens the door for deeper connections, as we can engage with others without the baggage of past grievances. This creates a more harmonious environment where love and compassion can thrive. It is important to approach the process of forgiveness with patience and self-compassion. It is natural for old feelings to resurface, especially when we have been deeply hurt. Rather than becoming frustrated or discouraged, we can remind ourselves that healing is a journey, not a destination. Each step we take toward forgiveness, no matter how small, is a step toward reclaiming our peace. As we explore the power of forgiveness, we begin to realize that it is an act of empowerment. When we choose to forgive, we reclaim our narrative, deciding not to let past hurts define our future. It is a declaration of our strength and resilience, a recognition that we have the ability to shape our lives regardless of past experiences. In this journey of forgiveness, we ultimately find that we are capable of profound transformation. By releasing the past, we make room for new beginnings, fresh perspectives, and a renewed sense of self. Forgiveness invites us to step into the fullness of our being, embracing the love and joy that life has to offer. This expansion emphasizes the significance of forgiveness in releasing the past and promoting healing, self-love, and empowerment in a style aligned with the requested approach. Gratitude is a powerful practice that can transform our lives in profound ways. It is the conscious acknowledgement of the goodness in our lives, an intentional focus on what we have rather than what we lack. When we cultivate an attitude of gratitude, we shift our perspective, allowing us to recognize the abundance that surrounds us. This shift in focus not only enhances our overall well-being, but also invites more positivity and joy into our daily experiences. Practicing gratitude begins with the simple act of noticing. In our fast-paced lives, we often overlook the small moments of beauty and joy that exist all around us. A warm cup of tea, a kind word from a friend, or a breathtaking sunset. These moments are gifts that enrich our lives. By taking the time to pause and appreciate these experiences, we train our minds to seek out the positive, creating a habit that fosters happiness and fulfillment. One effective way to embrace gratitude is through the practice of keeping a gratitude journal. In this sacred space, we can write down the things we are thankful for each day, whether they are significant milestones or simple pleasures. This practice not only encourages us to reflect on our blessings, but also serves as a powerful reminder of the abundance that exists in our lives. When we revisit our entries, we can relive those moments of gratitude, reinforcing our positive mindset. Gratitude also invites us to shift our focus during challenging times. It is easy to become consumed by negativity when faced with difficulties or setbacks. However, practicing gratitude during these moments allows us to find silver linings and lessons within the struggle. By acknowledging even the smallest blessings amidst adversity, we create resilience and hope, recognizing that there is always something to be grateful for, no matter the circumstances. Affirmations can further enhance our gratitude practice. By affirming statements such as "I am grateful for the abundance in my life," or "I appreciate the love and support that surrounds me," we reinforce our commitment to gratitude. These affirmations help to cultivate a mindset that welcomes positivity and abundance, reminding us of the countless blessings that fill our lives. In addition to enhancing our own well-being, gratitude can also strengthen our relationships with others. When we express appreciation for those around us, we foster deeper connections and create an atmosphere of kindness and support. A simple thank you, a heartfelt compliment, or recognizing someone's contributions can go a long way in nurturing our bonds with others. By expressing gratitude, we not only uplift ourselves, but also those we encounter, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Moreover, gratitude encourages us to be present in our lives. It invites us to slow down and savor the moments that matter most. When we are fully engaged in the present, we can appreciate the beauty of life as it unfolds. This mindfulness allows us to experience joy more deeply, reminding us that every day is filled with opportunities for gratitude. Cultivating gratitude is an ongoing practice that requires intention and commitment. It is essential to remember that we may not always feel grateful, especially during difficult times. However, by consciously choosing to focus on gratitude, we can gradually shift our mindset. This practice is not about ignoring our challenges, but rather about finding balance by acknowledging the positive amidst the difficulties. In embracing gratitude, we open ourselves to a richer, more fulfilling experience of life. As we recognize and appreciate the abundance that surrounds us, we invite more joy, love, and positivity into our lives. This practice is a gentle reminder that gratitude is not just a feeling, but a choice we can make every day, a choice that has the power to transform our perspective and enhance our overall well-being. This expansion emphasizes the importance of gratitude in cultivating a positive mindset, highlighting its role in enhancing well-being, resilience, and connection with others in a style aligned with the requested approach. In our journey through life, the practices of self-love, emotional acknowledgement, forgiveness, and gratitude serve as vital pillars that support our well-being and personal growth. Each aspect invites us to cultivate a deeper connection with ourselves and those around us, fostering a nurturing environment where healing and transformation can flourish. By embracing self-love, we recognize our inherent worth and empower ourselves to set boundaries that honor our needs. When we acknowledge and honor our emotions, we create space for understanding and resilience, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with grace. Forgiveness, both for ourselves and others, liberates us from the chains of the past, enabling us to move forward with compassion and an open heart. Lastly, gratitude invites us to shift our focus toward the abundance present in our lives, fostering a positive mindset that enriches our daily experiences. Together, these practices weave a tapestry of joy, fulfillment, and authenticity. They remind us that we are not defined by our circumstances, but by how we respond to them. As we embark on this journey of self-discovery and healing, let us embrace these powerful tools, allowing them to guide us toward a life filled with love, peace, and endless possibilities. Each moment offers an opportunity to say yes to our journey, to honor our emotions, to forgive, and to practice gratitude, creating a life that truly reflects our highest potential.